Hello and welcome, I'm Xam and today we're going to talk about Map16 and how to change the background. As you know, with this turn block here, you can choose the Map16 and here you have some options to place, like blocks. For example, this cloud tile. But as you already know, there are many more pages which are all empty. By clicking the question mark block, you enter the Map16 mode. With arrows up and down, you can go to the next page. So, what is this window about? For example, I want to have this block here. I select this block with left click, and now I can go to an empty page and right click. Now this block is here. I can go back to the turning block and place it. So why do we make this block now here instead of taking it from this page? Because we can edit it. With flip X, we flip it like mirroring. As you can see, the block changed. With flip Y, it's the same, but in the Y position. You can also do both of them at the same time. Here you have a selection with palettes. There you can change the palette of the block. For example, I want to have this purple block. It looks kind of stupid, but I like it, so I will keep it. These four are how the block looks like. If you click on this here, on this icon, it says 8x8 editing tool. You will see that a normal block actually exists out of 4 small parts of the block. And every part got another number. I can make this block look very silly and make the bottom part to these 2 blocks here. I can select them here and then right click again. So this block now looks very funny. It's like half pink stone and half like brown block. I can also change like one tile of the whole block and make it another color. For example, the right top corner should be gray and the bottom left corner is going to be pink as well. But as you can see, it's still a solid stone block. If we click on it again, it says act as 130. That's basically how the block behaves. The looks and the behavior are separate. For example, I want this block to act as this rope 105. So I enter in 105. When I click on the rope, it says here act as 105. So when I try it again, you will see that I can jump on it, but I can also jump from above it because it's basically a rope right now. When I hover over it, it even says a ledge type of tile that Mario can stand on. So let's say I want a muncher, but I want him to be upside down because it looks pretty cool. So I just flip it in Y position and now I want him to be gray actually. I can place him here. And now I want this pipe here in a different color, for example in blue. I can save here. And I open this window again and now I have some blue pipes. So now I'm going to show you how a little more blocks could look like. Okay, this is what I came up with. It looks pretty, I would say, stupid, but it's just a demonstration. Okay, let's test it. So these blocks, as we said, are raw blocks. There are munchers which work, which are upside down. They're pretty cool. This green block I made, so it's a feather actually, but I'm not Big Mario, so I don't get it. These are death blocks, so munchers. This block is a star block. And that's basically it. Now this is just few blocks, just a few examples. You can do much more, but the main part is when they are custom graphics, because when you click on this view 8x8 tile section, here you have like everything possible on this level. Let's say I want a pillar, because there are no pillars right here. So I take this one here, I hold left click, then I go to the 8x8 editing tool and right click somewhere. I can change the color of the pillar. I make it gray, obviously. Oh, what I forgot is priority off and on. That basically means if it's on, it will be above Mario. So when you walk through, the pillar will be in front of Mario. I can make it now. And I want it to act as 25. Because 25, as you can see here, it's a completely blank tile used by the game to fill empty areas in the level. Now that I saved, I can place the pillar. And when I play, you can see that the pillar is above Mario. You can use these graphics or use custom graphics, but I will talk about custom graphics in another video. Now we come to the background. To enter the background mode, you have to click this Open Background Layer to Editor window. It's a green leaf. Here you can zoom in again with the loop. As you can see, that's the same background as here. If I select something and press delete, you can see that the cloud disappeared in the level. By clicking the question mark block here, 16x16 tile map editor window, you can see the same window as before when you clicked here. Now you can choose any block and right click. And as you can see, it is not working, and you ask yourself why isn't it working. That's because the first 80 pages, I think, are for blocks, like layer 1. And everything above page 80 is for the background. As you can see, when you scroll down to page 80, you can show the pages with F1, by the way. When you go down to page 80, you can see all the background pages. Like the first 3 rows are for this background and the rest is for other tile sets. If I want to have more clouds, I can just select them here and right click here. Or I can select them in inside the editor, drag them around. If I want this hill to be higher, I can do that by left clicking, holding left click and dragging it around. Now I can select this part here and right click everywhere I want. Or you can just select something here and right click it here. As you can see, it is working in the game. You can see it's a higher pillar than before and there are more clouds. But what about other backgrounds? For example, in level 106 there is a forest background. If you want this background, it's not very hard to do. You go back to your background layer 2 editor and click on this icon here. You click on it and then it says copy background image from, and you enter the level you want to copy your image from. In this example it's 106, and as you can see, it's now the background of level 106. But be careful, because as you can see, it also changed the graphics of our pillar. If you click on the 16x16 tile editor and now click on the View 8x8 tile selector. You can see that here are different graphics. That is a tile set. This tile set has the leaves in it and also the hills. And because we took the pillar from these two parts here and the tile set changed, we now have the leaves here. If we say we want the background of level 102, that's not a big deal again. We click on Open Background Layer 2 Editor, click on the leaf and enter 102, and the background had changed again. But as you can see, this time the tileset didn't change because these two backgrounds share the same tileset graphics. Here are the leaves and here are the hills. So now I'm going to show you what you can do with all these informations. So this is what I came up with. First I added edge pieces for the wall, so I can make upside down walls. Then I changed the graphic a little bit of the rope. I changed the graphic of the death block, and I changed also the graphic of the pillar, so it looks like a pipe but green. Let's test it. Different graphics. The feather block, which is green, and as you can see the background also changed. Oh, I got hit by the mancher block, but obviously Yoshi can walk on it. Whoopee. That's not good. I'm going to take the star, even though there are no enemies left. And we can walk in front of the pillars. I can change the pillars now to priority on if I like, and the pillars, if the priority is on, also work. So that's it for the tutorial today. I hope you guys liked it. If you have some questions, just ask it in the comments, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.